Hey guys, Clear Track Speed here. Welcome back to another episode of Sawyers Locomotion. This episode we're going to Vapid Volcano. This one's going to be a lot trickier than usual. This Mary guy, because that's the town name right there, it's going to give us quite an interesting one. We have to get 50% by the end of 1979. There we go. So we're gonna have to make a lot of services really quickly. We'll use that color. I think that's a nice color right there. And then we could probably put the thing right there. Cool. So alright, let's look at our headquarters here. This is actually a pretty big town here. How big is Eagletown? Eagletown is 500. How big is that one? 440. Yeah, I think probably we'll just make a nice little bus network that'll connect this. That's a concert hall right there, I think. Yeah, concert hall. Probably to the other side of town over here. Yeah, it'll definitely help out. And let's take a look at some goods here too, because we have a facility here, we have a steel mill here. Is there any immediate thing that I can see? Well, let's open up the map, maybe take a look. Okay, we're here. See, oh, there's coal over here. We're on the other side of this mountain here. So, I think first order of business, we're gonna run some buses, maybe a tram down here. Tram would be really happy. So let's see. Let's take a look at the trams. What we got here. So we have that guy that's 35, and then we have this one that is 50 miles an hour. So this bus is a little bit more, for the game. How much is the tram? Yeah, the tram is just, like that, and I'd have to build the infrastructure for it. So maybe we'll build the tram a little bit later, but first off, we'll go ahead, just build a nice little one over here. So we'll build it right there. It's perfect. Do right there. Come right over here. Put a bus right here. Start that. And then we'll go ahead. Might even work about seeing if we can find another big city here. Oh, let's take a look at the towns. Population-wise, that one is pretty good too. And then these look pretty big too. These actually are 800, 1200, and 700. So that's those are actually really nice towns. Might even invest in a something a little bit bigger than to serve these towns here. Maybe at least a little bit of a road here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. Start from here. Come. I actually like this. We'll go around like that. Take a look. Move around. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. kind of go around like this. Go up like that. Wow! Perfect. Alright, so that is connected. So then let's go ahead. Take a look. Oh, they already built a nice bridge there, so that's actually going to be nice and easy. Do that, just go down like that. We'll come around like this. Cool. And then that should be perfect. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and set one right up here. One here. Here, and one down here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and invest in another bus. Up to here, and then we'll do another one. So that's got 11 people already. I think I might even invest in one more bus. Give it so that way it's like there's something always serving at these stations as it becomes available. There we go. Yep, that's perfect. It is kind of nice to see these buses. They're pretty darn fast, especially on these like highways. There we go. All my towns have had a bus. So let's pause it right here because well, we need as much time as we possibly can. So you are actually this much smaller town, but I won't bother with the buses there for at least a little bit. What's our big one? This is our biggest town right here. Is there any neighboring towns? That one's pretty darn big. And it's already connected relatively, more or less. No, not really. It's got like this kind of like weird thing going on here. So do that. There we go. Pause super quick. So that'll connect that, and then let's remove some of the trees here. See where we can put that. Come around. Put some height markers on the land. Find out if I can put the height markers on the land. Okay, that is 48, 48. Okay, it comes down just right here, and then, yeah, okay. Oh, that's why. It definitely did look like it was like that. Alright, cool. And then we'll go ahead and move that. And so we'll have one right here. Put one there. And put put one right over here. Perfect. So we'll do another one if I can afford it. Takes money to run a railroad. There we go. How's my stations doing? Pretty good, actually. Very off that balloon just a little bit. So all of our buses are doing pretty darn good. And these ones are still too new. But yeah, all these are really happy right there. That one is actually really nice. I think it's just because Akai is such a big enough that it actually can use a much bigger, thing like that. Let's take a look at some of our other ones. I think Alupa can probably do that too. So yeah, we'll do one for this side. Actually, is that another town entirely? Oh yeah, that's something. You know what? Let me double check and make sure. Is that all? No, that is not connected. It's alright though. Much nicer. Alright, so I'll do a small bus between those two. Person? Okay, yes it does. That'll keep at least this station happy. And another big town over here. I think we'll go ahead. Run another bus here. Requires a little bit of money to run a railroad. Doing pretty darn good actually for just a strictly bus line. Requires a little bit of money there. Okay, good. As long as it's connected, that's all I care about. So right out of here. Perfect. Well, that'll be really happy to do that one there if I it there. Need at least a little bit of money so I can afford to build a bus stop. I'll do that again for over here. And maybe eventually I'll have a highway network that'll connect all of these. Doing pretty darn good. Do we have to be number one? We don't have to be number one. We just have to have a 50% rating by the end of 79. So, yeah, we have definitely a little bit of work to do. And so, working at least to have a pretty big network here. That could be a good one. I think we'll probably expand right out here. You're doing good, right? Yes. Perfect. That's good. Oh, that's also pretty good. Alright, so it is kind of funny to see this being so successful, but I mean, it is also, again, like I said, a pretty darn big city. So yeah. Kind of let it earn some money here for a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's a good part. A good thing I didn't go to that coal mine, because it's out of coal and now it's closing down. That little controlled forest is pretty darn small comparatively. It only has 60 tons of lumber. Is there anything that's within the immediate vicinity, though? Out of curiosity, let's take a look. Let's pause it super quickly. There's managed forest, because still, I mean, that's also part of this like farm area too. So, where's the nearest sawmill? Is it up this direction? No. Is there a sawmill or paper mill? Nothing. What is this? Oh, this is water. There's like many parts of water in some places of the map. So what is that? That is a paper mill, no? What is that thing? Well, that's a steel mill. I was like, that doesn't look like anything I know. Yeah, that's steel mill. There's an oil refinery. But what are oil wells? Anything easy? There's a wheat farm. How about... Oh, there's a flour mill. It's not that far away, actually. How big is the wheat farm? Let's go to over here. Take a look. This has 310 tons of grain. And then I can go over to this guy right here. The flour mill. I think that would be our best bet if we want to build our railroad. So we'll have it go around like this through the mountains. Yeah, it should be great. I think that's what I'll do. We'll go ahead, take out a decent sized loan here, and we'll start construction on the railroad. such. Pause it super quick. Let's take a look at the height markers. Yeah, it looks like I can go around this way, so that's what I'll do. Okay, perfect. Around this way. Do that. I know it's the 60s, so it doesn't necessarily matter too much. But you know what? These trains definitely are, you know, a little more beneficial when they don't have to, you know, climb a mountain every 5 seconds. But I was trying to make it as flat and level as I possibly can. Come forward. There. Turn that around. Perfect. So that's what we'll go ahead and do. Pause it super quick. And you know, nice little injection of cash. Hopefully I have enough to buy at least a decent sized train. Yeah, 160K. So yeah, I'll just use I'll run the E8. What is the company name? Or I think it's the Jam Jar. Oh, wonderful. Surveying near Akai. Wonderful. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I think I'll probably send this train on its merry way right now, just because I'm not doing too hot in the money department. I'd like to see how this train does. Yep, that train is already at the capacity. There we go. Our first little part of the thing right there. here. I can't even afford another train. I'm putting it that there just to see if it works. Oh yeah, it works alright. Alright, perfect. Looking good, looking good. Probably do this again later on when I have more money, just because we need at least a little bit more in the serving department here. At least one more train. Keep paying back that loan. We'll probably try that to the end of 61 here. Gosh, the interest, we've already paid $31,000 in interest, and we're not even at the end of 61. Yeah, it's, 10% interest sucks. To put it bluntly. How the rest of my stations looking? Why are both these buses here at the same time? What will go ahead and do? I'm gonna spin that bus around super quick. Maybe go back over to here. There we go. This is not gonna help me if the buses are just traveling empty. Unless it's like a really, really popular station. There, you know what? While we're waiting on this, have those old rails, you have to replace them with new rails to upgrade the bridges. So it looks like there's another one. That's all the way, oh my gosh, over here? That is actually insane. That's this guy right here. That's Burgundy. Yes, and to save on time and money, stop the train, bring you over here. Load you full. That's actually helping. So, because now it's like, oh wait a minute, yeah, you're demanding grain, so we'll help out a little bit. Get some of that money down just a little bit. Leave some because we'll try to keep a little cushion just in case this train is waiting on its time back. Do this for the rest of 1961. I think probably what I'll end up doing is a little bit later down the line, I'm going to replace some of these like windy tracks. Second train really. We need at least a little bit more, so that we can have more than one train out here. I'm still doing the best out of everyone. Look at the height markers. So that's 32. It goes up to 64 here. It goes back down to 32 here. I might even invest in a tunnel. I think that's what I'll do. I'll do an investment right there. That's perfect. This will be a much easier route to follow. Train won't have as much, shenanigans to deal with. Come down from there. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Perfect. Come around like that. So that's what we'll do there. We'll use that money and upgrade that piece of track too. Doesn't need to go around like that. Perfect. Come around. There we go. There we go. And then we can invest in another train. So we'll do another one. It is working its magic though. It was a lot faster than the wait that the previous one had. We're not doing the best, but we don't need to be the best. We just need to have 50 in 17 years. So. That's why we need to start actually working on getting another one here in just a second. This is what they want. They want more people, more products, new services. That's what they want. So as we put that, and our company standing is also pretty good too. So probably make a highway of sorts. More than a highway than we already have. A good one-way road and then another way road. Well, let's take a look at our stations here. For people. This one right here is actually doing pretty darn good right now. It's because we're not the only game in town anymore. That's why. Got a lot of people here. There you go. There's a yellow railroad here. We also have another blue company. So yeah. And then of course somebody, there's a blue company built a tram, but I don't see anything running. Weird. Anyhow, yeah, they have a full highway network, and they're even connecting the town of Niman, which is one I'm not connected to, and they're proudly connected to here. Anyhow, so since my station is right there, yeah, and it's being serviced, so that's good part. Doing pretty good right now. August is 62, so we're doing pretty darn well. I might run a competitive train service here in just a second. But they're not really doing much of anything right now. I might do this guy right here. And these two towns, which nobody is using right now. You don't have anybody to report, do you? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop you just super quickly. It's gonna have you wait for a second. As soon as Bonaha here gets at least a ridership of 12 or more, then I'll use this bus. I have two buses on this route. I've got 3 buses. I have 3 buses. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's perfect. There we go. Paying back some of that loan is going to help us out in the future. It looks like it. They're actually using part of the new highway. Yes, give me free money. Or well, not necessarily free, but I did spend it, and then somebody built another one on there. Yeah. Jam Jar is doing pretty darn good, actually. That's what we'll do. We'll connect these via a new route. Actually, we'll wait till the end of 62. Ooh, those are perfect. That's a great meat right there. That train has hardly stopped at all. How are we doing on all these? Doing really well. I think this is our only real money loser. You know, it's hard to call it a money loser if everything's working there. Train 2, I guess, is semi money loser, but I guess, you know what, it trades off every month. Yeah, that's why. Alright, so it's January 63, so let's go ahead and start focusing on a new route that we can start running. Here. Looking good so far. Good. Keep paying back while I'm checking my stuff here. So we reach the end of that. I think we'll probably go ahead and invest in that, this guy right here, yes. Run some iron ore over to the steel mill, and then I think coal's on the opposite side of the mountain over here. I saw it somewhere. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, yeah, there's a giant coal field right over here. There's probably more than one, because there's 5 coal mines, so there's quite a bit of coal actually out here. There's another one over here, way up in the mountains, so we'll probably just do the iron ore here. Yep, so that's what we'll do. Go ahead, take a little bit of loan out right now, and we'll go ahead plan out our route here. Here we go. Oh, perfect. Down like such. We gotta go across here. Invest. Alright, perfect. Now we're gonna head invest. We'll buy the Sentry actually, because those ones are nice. That's the best one I could do right now. Do a full load of iron ore. Over here. Perfect. We'll connect right over here. Do another bus. Perfect. Go ahead and start putting that money back in. There we go. Hopefully this will be ready by June. Oh yeah, there it goes. Or the proper side, right? The actual town side. You're actually making some good money. Oh, looks like the flour mill's closing down. Alright, that sucks. Alright, hopefully that train can make its last little, one right there. Alright. Get rid of that train right there. Yeah. It won't make it. And get rid of that. And just delete all this crap. And we'll come back. Hopefully, when the next one is made. Make more capital here so I can build another train line. ones I hate about these later game ones, because they all of these facilities tend to shut down mostly without warning. So, or well, with warning more or less, but you could spend a lot of money on building a pretty decent railroad line and have it run for maybe only. I think one time I had a month. I was on a train line for a month, and then it was like, oh, yep, it shut down. Oops. Yeah, but that's part of the game. So just have to be ready for it. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have this one up here. This coal mine. It's got 279 tons. And on the other side of the mountain here, we have another coal mine. This one has 310 tons. And then coal mine number 1 has this one. So let's go ahead, do this coal mine right here. The coal mine number 2? No, it is this one, the Ovapava, or however you say it. We'll probably just end up going through the mountain as much as we possibly can. I think probably what I'll end up doing, since I actually ended up getting enough capital to not pay off my loan, is that I'm going to do this super quickly, and I'm just going to let the rest of 1963 play out. Make some money. Never hurts. Okay. December, so we'll go ahead and stop. So we also have this guy right here, which this chemical works. Yeah, we can run that through the summer around here. I think this pass is pretty darn low. I think that's what we'll do. We'll run through this pass, and then kind of have it service the what's that little factory? Oh, factory's over here. Perfect. So we'll have it come around the lake right here. That's what we'll do. And yeah, we'll start on that because it's just a little bit easier. I can actually get some good money. Having to come down like this. Remove some scenery so I can actually see what I'm doing. Never hurts. want it to be like that much. So we'll pause it super quickly and look at the height markers. So yeah, I think that's gonna be happy right there. Only go up that high because on the other side here, we got yeah, 112. So that's a nice happy one right there. So we'll go ahead, drop it down from here. Take out at least a big enough loan so I can finish this tunnel here. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I figured it would be a big project. But it is a lot nicer to actually have. Alright, come around like that. Do that. Perfect. Such. Yeah, I don't think I plan on going through any more mountains. I've already taken out at least $1 million loan that finishes. So yeah, no, I think it'll be okay to do this. Just a little bit. So we'll come around. does require money to run a railroad. Barely, just barely. Yeah, we're gonna have to hang on for some cash for here just a second. There we go. Alright, that should do it. We'll just start the train here. It's not something we want to do right now. Cars for this train. Let's keep this thing a little bit more active. 2-track section right out the gate here. Yep, that's perfect. That's just about right there. Alright, doing a lot better now. Figured as much that we would do a little bit better. Very cool about that. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. That's a good 2-track section there too. Just gotta lower the land there, right there. Perfect. Will do. Keep paying back that loan just a little bit. Take out at least a little bit of bigger loan. Let's add another train here to a century. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a better shoe. From here, we'll wait for a full load of chemicals, and then we'll go. Make this a lot happier. Oh, it's perfect. And this one's almost through the long tunnel, so. Look how good this train does. This is 128,000. That's perfect. I think what I'll do is while this train's stopped, I'm gonna go ahead and replace that with another locomotive here. No, we'll do the century on this one too, because it's a much more powerful locomotive and it's more efficient. I think. Yeah, these are rated for that, so it's actually going to be faster too. So that'll be nice. Where are you slowing down? I have no idea why that was happening. Not bad. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that. It's the one I'm servicing. Move some of the stuff here so I can actually tell. It is the one I am servicing. So yeah, you know what that means? That means we're gonna have to make sure our where's our iron ore train? No, you're still there. I'll keep it there until it no longer wants to deliver iron ore. I'll have it do its last run here, and then afterwards we'll drop this, get rid of it, maybe even make that just a touch faster on the chemical train. Okay, I guess it doesn't want anymore, so go ahead, send that last train out. Yeah, that's done. There's trying to get there. There it is. Yep, you're done. Yep, got rid of that. Let's go remove some of that, much better. Does it have to be up high? Probably not, actually. What am I gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna knock that down a peg. Entirely. This is not necessary. gonna stop the music here for just a second. Come like this. Here we go, excellent. I'm gonna pay off that loan actually, and it ended up not being as big as I thought it would be. It's alright though. Both these trains are doing exactly what they should be. And I'm curious, are there any other iron ore? I think there are 3 other iron ore mines. There's one right over here. It's on the other side of the mountains here, of course. It's furthest away from the steel mill that we were servicing. It's actually not that bad. I mean, comparatively, I thought it'd be worse. But we still have to, tunnel through it like we did with the other thing. If we don't want to, run trains up the side of the mountain. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Trains are doing okay. Buses are doing great. No trucks, no trams, and none of that. Anyhow, go ahead. I think probably wait to the end of 1965 here and just finish off the rest of that loan there. Here we go. So 66, we're going to pay off the loan completely. There we go. This railroad's pretty cool. There's that one, but looks like since we have paid off the loan, let's go ahead and focus on just passenger for right now. So there's this guy. This is this town and that town. Where's the next biggest one? Okay, there you go. That's what we'll do. We'll do between Mumo and La Louve. So that's what we'll have a train right there. Raise the lower the ground first. Oh yes, okay. So cool, excellent. Come around like such. Alright, perfect. Almost there. Perfect. We'll take out a small loan here just to get that train started. Perfect. We'll start right there, and we'll actually use the city station since it's the end of those. Oh, it looks like the farms are closing down. Yep, so that seems to be a theme around here, at least on this one. A lot of things are closing. There we go, 21 people. Let's see how good this train runs. This is the max speed. That's 70. That's 60. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought the E8 was faster. It's got 29 people. So we'll go ahead and make a second track here because we can. Yes, we'll do that as the go. Well, those lines I won't have to tear up just simply because these towns won't disappear. That is not a feature in this game. They do disappear. I don't know. I guess I'm in the center of like some random creepypasta or something like that. There we go. Perfect. The train's not too bad actually. I figured it'd do worse, but you know what? Have it, you just don't accept it yet. There we go. That'll help increase our passenger numbers. So we'll do the same thing over here. In this town. Cool, perfect. That helps out. Keep paying the loan back. Oh, and there we go. Looks like these are liking mail now, and goods, and food, and all that wonderful, beautiful stuff. Same deal over here. So we're going to get our first mail delivered over here. There we go, and I got the loan paid off here. Okay, we'll go ahead and invest in another line over here. Let's see. Think that city's pretty good. I think we'll probably do another town. Okay, I think that might be our magic number right there. Ooh. There we go. That's a city. I hear somebody tearing down buildings. There's a railroad being built somewhere. Yeah, I think what we'll do, connect this town with the big city over here. Oof, why? What happened? Why are my buses not working? Yeah, these definitely need at least a little bit of a influence. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll create a train line that'll connect my buses. That way, at least they have something else that'll keep them preoccupied. Like that. Perfect. So that'll kind of remind people, hey, that there's a line that exists here. Yeah, these buses, I think we'll probably just go ahead and take them out. They ain't doing much of anything right now. The only thing that they're doing is, you know, wasting me money. And spoiling me moment. So that's doing good. It's doing much better. Require a little bit of money to ride a railroad. Take at least a little bit of money here. Is that close enough? No, it's not. Can I do it from there? Out of curiosity? Can, at least to that point. How about from here? Ah, perfect. Yeah, the game plan is to at least have a little bit of wiggle room. There's a little bit of money. Spin you around. A lot of 45 backs now. Actually are connected to the paperworks, so it is pretty funny that there's where's the mill? The mill is somewhere. doing pretty good. It's 1967 right now, so we still have about 12 years. We're about 52% of the way. So we're doing a lot better than we were. Perfect. How's our buses doing? Our buses are still doing okay. Let's look at this one. This one's doing fine. Again, there's not a lot of reason to come back over here, so I think we'll probably just go ahead and get rid of that bus. Save us some money instead of doing some weird shenanigans over there. We'll remove that bus stop, and we'll also remove the bus stop over here. We'll move that building, and then we'll move the bus stop if I can get to the thing. There we go. Alright, so that's removed. And make sure that we're all loan should be paid off by now. Here we go. Loan is paid off again. Alright, so we're golden there. Let's keep looking around. This is still doing okay. It's really perfect, actually. I think that's why it's been a money winner since the beginning. How is this bus doing mechanically? About 24%. It's okay. It's I constructed it in 60, so we'll let it run for a couple more years, but then we'll consider the replacement projects in just a minute. You know what I'm going to do? As soon as that train gets over to here. I'm going to change the train here. So I'm going to do a mixed train here. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. I was going to say, I was like, yeah, that seems a little familiar. Oh, basically Central Georgia. It was perfect. It's the voice bugs. That is pretty damn funny. That the competitor railroad has been delivering this paper over here, but has not delivered it to the printing works. That's not even a town away. There we go. Excellent. So let's do that one. Yeah, right here. At least in this little place right here. here, get a little bit of that. Just do the sentry. And that's a max of 65, and these are a max of 70, so that's perfect. Oh, there we go. None of that. Perfect. How good is it? Let's see, yeah, it is, because this is 46 people and 4 bags of mail. Now, it probably doesn't want anything to do with the mail just quite yet, but it looks like 30 people are going to get on this train, so that'll help. I'll make sure that everything's doing okay. Oh yeah. Everything's okay right over here. Train-wise. I'm going to 42K. That's the newest train, so it doesn't have to make that much money just quite yet. This bus is doing pretty darn good. This is, Ulu and Darude. I think it's because this town is being served by a train that is growing up way, way quickly. So, yes. Perfect. Yeah, that'll be okay for now. I think we'll just keep the one train running. Let's take a look. Maybe we can find another one here. Oh, this is the station now accepts goods. That's wonderful. Oh wow, it's still delivering lumber from all the way over there. Pretty darn good, actually, if you ask me. Ooh, what happened to Burgundy Trucks? Burgundy Trucks been temporarily bankrupt in between the years of 64 and 65. It went down to 0 for some reason. That is... I know we had a little economic woe there, except for the trucks here. The trucks went okay. Then that's really weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So where's my headquarters? I think I put it in away. Yeah, there it is. Well, there it is right there. Perfect. Ooh, wow. That's pretty dang good. Looks like the coal mines over here are closing down. I don't think anyone's using these anyways. This just means that it's one less thing to be added onto here. Alright, we are up to 1,000,000 with no loan, which is nice. That's always really good. But we're going to pause it right here because we are gaining close on 11 years to the end of the mission. And we still need to get another 20%. So that means we really need to crack down and focus on what needs to be delivered, what we can deliver, and 1,000,000 is pretty darn good, and we have another 1,000,000 in terms of the loan. So let's see, we have, what is this? This is our livestock farm. Yes, that's a livestock farm. I have a train running through that right now. But is there any food processing right near? Or somewhere, preferably? Food processing, we have only 2 of those. Wow, I'm shocked. So, maybe let's take a look. That's that guy right there. So maybe that's what we'll do. This is the Wapapa Forest. So, that's what we'll do. I think we'll just run one from like right over here on this ridge. How's this guy looking? 120 tons of oil. This managed forest over here has 210 tons of lumber. That is about 33% transported. So that's what we'll do. I think we'll go ahead. We'll find one that's a little more active. There's this guy right here. This is the Kimota flour mills. Is there anything over here? Got some of these oil wells. Oil wells are really nice. We'll get a lot going through there. So let's take a look at the industries about demanding oil. So there's one in Eagletown, and there's one in Yamata. It's on the complete opposite side of the map. Let's try for the Eagletown refinery here. So I think that's what we'll do. Let's do this guy right here. So move around like this. Got a hovercraft. Well, that's cool. Yeah, the hovercraft is definitely a very interesting vehicle. It's technically a ship, quote unquote. It's just not your average go-to ship, relatively, for the most part. There we go. such. Take out at least a little bit more of that loan. Yeah, it costs almost $1 million so far in construction. But you know what? Gotta break a couple eggs sometimes. Come around like that. Where is that? It's over here somewhere. There it is. Over here. Going. I think we'll probably just build a small bridge here. I think that's kind of happy to do. At least a little bit, yeah. And come around like such. I have to go up just a little bit so we can go over and back down. Alright, we'll come around. Perfect. Cool. Alright, perfect. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 should be fine. And then we'll go to the other side over here. Right here, Eagletown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. So we'll go over to Eagletown Station over there. There's the oil field right there. 36 tons being produced. And invest in a century. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that. Out of here. Go to that. Okay. That should be okay, but while I'm getting stuff on there, I'm going to go ahead and start investing in our second track here. Alright, and press. Raise and lower the land there. Come around back this way. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll do that. There we go, perfect. Perfect, got that all set up. Go to the other side of the mountain here, and have at least a second one right over here. Oop, jam jar is starting to run on airplanes. Yep, that's about on par. Cool, got that all set up. Alright, so that'll be a nice short sighting. We'll go over here. Perfect. So now that I have all that set up, how are you doing? I'm doing as well as you should be. If it does not go off by the end of the month here, and I'm going to send it on its merry way. I can pay back the entire loan right now. There we go. Wow, that's actually amazing. Alright. Alright, cool. We'll just send that train on its way, just to make sure that it works. And I think we'll probably invest in a smaller train there. What are we doing here? What was that? How good is this train doing? That train's doing pretty darn good. Actually doing even better than our mixed train. And I'll probably even knock off those last two cars there, because it's sitting there for too long. Cool. All these trains are doing pretty darn good. And buses are doing fine for now. I think we'll just do that. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll just send that train on its merry way. That's pretty good in terms of transporting.
Wow!
Ooh, the Boeing 747. Ooh, that's a good one. I think we'll go ahead and upgrade this bus here while we're here. Perfect. I think that's what we'll do.
Wow!
A nice little one over here. Yep, that should be the large airport size. Or medium. Medium is fine. Yes. Alright, well, you know what? It was bound to happen sooner or later. I'll do one for this town. Alright, that's what we'll do. I'll fly Boeing 747. Just so happens to fit the money profile really nice. I know it's 3 people, but eventually all these will. How am I in standing at this place? Pretty good. I mean, 79% is pretty good. I mean, I did just take out the city block to replace it with an airport. But, you know what? That's, it's so 10 people can travel in luxury style on a Boeing 747. But sure, whatever. It's whatever works. Alright, cool. How are you doing? The other ones here. Oh, we're doing pretty good. We're up to 40. So gotta keep going. We have about 10 more years. We're 80% of the way there. We're doing okay, but we still need to do better. So, while we have that, let's go ahead and look around. Take a look. See what we can do. So we know that these planes are actually retrofittable. So, yes. Or refittable, I should say. And we can carry some cargo with it. So the 747 is a good cargo carrying plane. So that's what we might do, especially because in terms of, this area, trains are enough, but you know what? We have done 2 tunnels through the mountains over here, and they are very, very expensive products. So, you know what? We have a refinery over here, and then let's take a look, maybe open up the map over here. Do we have another one over here? Whale Wells, that's the one I'm serving right now. Do we have another oil well over here? There's one over here. How good is this one? Ooh, that's good. So you know what? You could do 2 of those. We'll go ahead and build a big, good, medium-sized airport. It'll require a little bit of money to run a railroad. We'll go ahead and take some of that. Because we spent so much money in the year of our Lord 1969 that all that stuff is coming to be. So now that's actually getting ready to roll here. And then we'll have 2 planes. We'll have one that'll run our people. Actually, you know what? People is okay. I think we'll just have the one that's gonna run the oil. And we'll have our oil airport right here. And then, yeah, perfect. We might even have a goods plane. So we'll go ahead. We'll get our 747, which we're gonna need another loan for that. Yeah. Let's see if we can. Oh, yeah, we can't right now. We can buy a 707 though. So let's see. Go from here. That is non-retrofitable. I'm actually unsure how to change the cargo on here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I can't carry that. I can carry goods, and I can carry mail, and I can carry passengers. But I can't carry anything else. Oil is not one of those. But it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. We'll still use this plane. We'll actually go from there over to our other airport right there. Perfect. Since I can, get some goods over here. So what I'll do is I'm going to take some bus stops here, expand our airport just a little bit. Now that one wants goods, so that's what we'll do. I will buy a second airport over here. So that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and get rid of that airport for right now. But we will put an airport over here by this forest. So we'll go ahead and make this all nice and level and flat and everything like that. Alright, there we go. So now I'll have that right there. And so what we'll do is we'll have a, now we'll have a 747 right there after we make a few dollars. There we go. We'll have that right there. We'll refit it to carry goods. We'll wait for a full load of goods. And then we'll go over to our other airport over here. Alright, cool. But 69 is not our year. We spent over $3.6 million in construction. But it might be our ticket to winning that, so I had to make sure it actually is loading, so oh, that's wonderful. That's great. We'll go ahead and send it on its merry way. I don't want to force it to wait for another train. There we go, got that. Keep paying that down. That's why I'm going into the large airport. There we go. Loan paid off. Alright, got a full load right there. That's perfect, actually. Monthly profit is not, but you know what? Aircraft number 3 just got in right at the good time. Perfect. Really good right there. I think we'll probably do another one right over here because it looks like there's a lot of goods that are just waiting to be transported. And so that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and build another. Let's see what the C-130 is. C-130 is only 20 tons. So yeah, I think we'll stick with the 747 here. Change it up. Goods. Do that. Goods. To there. Perfect. I'm like, can I make it to the other ones here as well? If I can, that would be wonderful. Let's see how Akai is over here. Akai is, it's okay. It likes people. It really does. Yeah, so that one ain't gonna help. How about you? Over here. That's not my airport. That is my airport. Over here. You do like goods as well, so that's what I think what we'll do. So I'm gonna have another goods plane and fly that direction. A lot of goods. Come over here to our beautiful city over here. You know what? This actually can carry livestock. See, the refittables are only certain, but this one is actually, it's different. It can actually carry goods, it can carry food, it can carry cattle, if we want to, lumber, mail, steel, and paper. That should be fun. Let's go ahead and utilize that, actually. So, where's a nice one? We'll probably do like over here or something. Do like that way. Actually, right there. Look at that. This guy right here. And is there a livestock patch? Seems like a reasonable distance away. Yeah, that one. That one's pretty good. Yeah, 210 items of livestock that have yet to be transported. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Requires a little bit of money to run a railroad. Who knew? So we'll go ahead and do that just a little bit. Alright. Ooh, they accept food and mail. That's wonderful. Alright, so we'll do that. That's got livestock and people. And then we'll go over to... Where is it? Oh, never mind. We completed the challenge, but we'll still build the airport over here just in case. So just to say that, hey, we did it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh yeah, another company's airport is here, but can I fly there? No, I don't think so. I don't think I can. But we'll double check right now. While we're still here, we will I'll go check to see if buying a C-130, loading it full of cattle. Can I fly it to the other airport? I cannot. It is competitor's airport. Okay. Well, that's something to know. But anyhow, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd hope to see you again real soon. Clear track speed, out.